Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to look at the top 5 best MP3 players in 2025. We made this list based on our own opinions, research, and customer reviews. We've considered their quality, features, and values when narrowing down the best choices possible. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description box below. So, here are the top 5 best MP3 players. The 5th product on our list is SHANLING M0s. Don't let the word budget fool you in this category. Affordable MP3 players have come a long way, and you can expect a lot more from this player than a tinny-sounding way to carry around a few songs. Compared to budget players from even a few years ago, the SHANLING M0s is positively high fidelity. Starting with the rough audio specs, the M0s supports up to 384 kHz or 32-bit PCM audio, just like the much more expensive Walkman. DSD support isn't quite as robust, supporting the 5.6 MHz DSD-128 standard. Still, with a signal-to-noise ratio of 119 decibels and up to 60 milliwatts of output power at 32 ohms, this is fairly impressive, especially given the price. While plugging in a set of wired headphones is the best way to enjoy the audio fidelity here, it isn't always the most convenient option. This player doesn't just support Bluetooth for connecting your headphones, though. It supports two-way Bluetooth 5.0, meaning you can also use the SHANLING M0s as a Bluetooth receiver for your home stereo or another amplifier. The player has a relatively meager 32 GB onboard storage capacity, but fortunately, you're not limited to this. You can expand the onboard storage with a micro SD card, and the player supports cards up to 2 TB in size, so you have plenty of room to add days' worth of music to the player. For a slight upgrade, the SHANLING M0 Pro offers a few bonuses for a higher price. First, the onboard DC is upgraded, and the headphone amp is more powerful. Secondly, this model is compatible with the balanced cable adapter that SHANLING sells, letting you plug balanced connections into the player. Up next in 4th place is the RUIZU 64 GB clip. RUIZU may not be a brand you're familiar with, but the company has been making a mark on the more value-priced end of the market for a while now. While the RUIZU 64 GB clip isn't the company's most original product, it fills an empty slot in the market that SanDisk's clip series left behind. The product's name's titular clip makes this particular player so well-suited to workouts. Clip the player anywhere it makes sense, and you won't need to worry nearly as much about losing it while you're out for a run or at the gym. This player comes with 64 GB onboard storage, but it doesn't stop there, as it also comes with a 128 GB card right out of the box. This isn't a high-res player, so you'll have plenty of space for music between those two storage options. If you run out, there's always the built-in FM radio. RUIZU also packed the clip with handy workout features. For example, a built-in pedometer helps you keep track of your steps, while a voice recorder helps you remember any mid-run inspiration. The screen on the RUIZU is small, at just 1.5 inches, but keep in mind that the small, lightweight nature of the clip is what makes it so great for workouts. It weighs just 25 grams, so you'll barely notice you have it clipped on. The 3rd product on our list is the AGPTEK A02. Buying an MP3 player for kids differs from buying one for yourself in several ways. To start, you probably aren't looking to spend hundreds on a new player for kids. And secondly, you're probably more concerned with keeping kids safe. The AGPTEK A02 isn't going to break the bank. It has tons of kid-friendly features, and it doesn't connect to the internet, which is a plus for many. Unlike many of the players we're looking at elsewhere on this list, the AGPTEK is only an MP3 player. While it supports other formats, it doesn't feature high-res playback. But most kids aren't going to be looking to play their collection of hi-fi jazz titles anyway. However, this means that it gets up to 40 hours of playback from its relatively tiny battery. The player features 32 GB of onboard storage, which isn't expandable, but still holds plenty of music. On the off chance that isn't enough, it also has a built-in FM radio function, so kids can keep the music going even after they've run through their favorite songs a few times. Even older kids can be rough on headphones or lose them, So it's handy that the AGPTEK features a built-in speaker to help make music listening a more social experience. The player features Bluetooth for connecting headphones, so kids can also connect their favorite wireless headphones. Unlike some kid-friendly players, the AGPTEK isn't available in candy-inspired colors, but it does come in black, blue, and pink. The second product on our list is the FiiO M11S. FiiO may not have been the most recognizable name in the audio world a few years ago, but while it isn't as well known as bigger names, the brand has shown it deserves to be taken seriously. If you need proof, look no further than the FiiO M11S, which was nearly good enough to grab the top spot on this list. Audio-wise, the specs here are impressive. 384 kHz or 32-bit pulse code modulation playback, and 11.2 MHz DSD, 256 support, powered by a dual DAC design using a pair of ES9038Q2M chips. There's plenty of output power too, with a single-ended output of 167 mW at 32 ohms and a balanced power output of 670 mW. You get 2.5mm, 3.5mm, and 4.4mm balanced outputs for your choice of connections, and that's just the wired connectivity. The player also features two-way LDAC Bluetooth plus USB-C audio support, letting the player pull double duty as a portable DAC, adding even more utility to the M11S. FiiO has also equipped the M11S with a positively gigantic 5,300 mAh battery, considering there is no cellular connection to constantly keep active here. That said, a Snapdragon 660 chipset powers the player, so it's nice to have plenty of battery power on tap to keep things rolling. While this is an Android device, FiiO has enabled SRC Global Bypass, making bit-perfect playback easier to achieve than on Android devices. Before we reveal number 1, be sure to check out the description below for the newest deals on each of these items, and be sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on the best products on the market. Finally, our top product title name is the Sony NW-ZX707 Walkman. If you haven't used a portable audio player recently, you may still think of them as simply something you use to listen to music on a run. While you can still use them that way, the digital audio player has evolved considerably since the days of the humble MP3 player. Players like the Sony NW-ZX707 Walkman pack the fidelity and power to serve as the centerpiece of your home audio setup. To start, take a look at the audio specifications. This Walkman model features up to 384 kHz or 32-bit playback for PCM files and up to 11.2 MHz DSD native playback, meaning it can handle any high-res audio you throw at it. Looking at the output, you get a 4.4mm balanced connection, which offers lower noise and better separation between left and right signals than a standard connection. Don't worry, you also get a standard 3.5mm headphone jack, so you'll be able to use your favorite headphones, no matter how they connect. The NW-ZX707 also supports Bluetooth, complete with Sony's LDAC codec, which provides better wireless signal quality than the standard Bluetooth SBC codec. However, you'll still want a wired connection for the best possible sound quality. While the onboard audio capabilities are the real star of the show here, Sony's recent Walkman models run Android, and the NW-ZX707 is no different. This means you can load up Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, or any other streaming service of your choice and play songs from the Walkman as conveniently as you would your phone. Looking at battery life, Sony claims a maximum of up to 25 hours of playback time listening to 44.1 kHz FLAC files, or up to 23 hours of playback time listening at 96 kHz. While higher sample rates impact battery life somewhat, it's minimal overall. One other plus of the NW-ZX707 Walkman is the styling. While some other high-end players look strange, the Walkman keeps Sony's iconic minimalist styling, and you won't forget which is the right way to hold it. That's all for our list of the 5 best MP3 players on the market. Head over to the description below for links to more detailed info on each of the products. And remember to leave a comment to let us know your opinion. Thanks for watching. If we helped you out in any way, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We'll see you guys in the next video.